In 2004, DARPA launched the DARPA Grand Challenge, which is an autonomous vehicle competition in which university teams compete to build self-driving cars capable of traversing 150 miles through the Mojave Desert. In the first year of the DARPA Grand Challenge, not a single vehicle was able to finish. In fact, the furthest that any competitor got was 7 miles before getting stuck on a sand dune. In 2005, things were different. This was the year that my robotics team collaborated with CMU to design the LiDAR algorithms for this particular vehicle. There are 3 vision systems on this car. The spinning LiDAR that's mounted on the top, another LiDAR mounted on the front grille, and a camera system. The 2 vehicles running our algorithms were named Sandstorm and Highlander, which finished the race in 2nd and 3rd place respectively. If you're wondering who won the competition that year, it was the Stanley team from Stanford under the direction of Sebastian Thrun. He later went on to found Google's self-driving car division. That year, so many vehicles successfully finished the race that DARPA decided the desert was simply too easy and moved future competitions to urban environments. Fast forward to 2017, and now many corporations have self-driving cars, like Google, Uber, GM, and Tesla. Not only do so many companies have viable technology, they're starting to commercialize them. Tesla has logged 1.3 billion miles of autopilot data from their vehicles. I also did research on this device called the DIVE, which stands for Duke Immersive Virtual Environment. The DIVE is a giant 6-sided projector which can render hyper-realistic virtual environments to anyone who is standing inside. You can teach all kinds of classes in the DIVE, ranging from anthropology to architecture to molecular biology. Now, at the time, the DIVE was a state-of-the-art, multi-million-dollar installation. And now, your smartphone can do a better job. And at an incredibly affordable cost. Now, there is one problem that has not yet been solved in VR, and it is that you still look like a giant dork when you use any VR system. But I imagine that a clever engineer will solve this issue in the next 5 to 10 years. Do you know what this device is? This computer is IBM's Deep Blue, which is most famous for defeating world chess champion Garry Kasparov in 1997. Another grandmaster who observed the match said that a key advantage of Deep Blue is that it has no fear. By contrast, Kasparov definitely has fear. The game was extremely close, and many spectators said that Kasparov lost because he broke down psychologically. Let me give you a very high-level explanation for how Deep Blue's algorithms work. To teach a computer how to play chess, you start by generating what's called a game tree, which is a decision tree which maps out possible board moves. The problem is that there are so many possible permutations of moves in chess that it is not computationally feasible to traverse this entire tree. So you also have to put a score on every single board, which represents a probabilistic estimate on how valuable that position is. In the game of chess, there are 400 possible opening moves, 20 by white and 20 by black. In the ancient Chinese game of Go, you have over 120,000 possible opening moves. This is why professionals say that if chess is the battle, then Go is the war. The game of Go is far more complex and strategic than the game of chess. For a long time, it was considered computationally impossible for a computer to beat a human master at the game of Go. In fact, when I was in university, the best programs of the day couldn't even reliably beat advanced beginners. Even in 2014, Wired magazine predicted that it would take another 10 years for a computer to defeat advanced human players. Yet, in 2016, Google's AlphaGo program made news when it defeated 18-time world Go champion Lee Sedol. Now, why did I tell you these 3 stories? I'm trying to show you how what used to be a university science project has now become a commercial reality. What used to cost millions of dollars can be made portable for pennies. And grandmasters everywhere are losing to algorithms. That's why it's so important for executives to understand artificial intelligence. If you missed the PC wave, you lost business. If you didn't get on the internet, you lost business. If you didn't understand social, you lost business. And if you didn't go mobile, you lost business. The difference between AI and these previous technology trends is represented in this graph. Technology evolves at an exponential pace that is extremely difficult for humans to grasp and predict. If previous technologies like PCs and mobile phones follow the linear part of this graph, you are now on the cusp of a massive change driven by breakthroughs in artificial intelligence. To help you prepare and understand these changes, we've broken this presentation down to 5 parts: recent AI breakthroughs, business applications of AI, executive strategy, common risks and mistakes, and finally, macro implications. Let's start by going over some recent AI breakthroughs.